First one we're going to go over is the squat. So some of the main keys on the squat that we're looking for, the feet should be about shoulder width apart. Okay, they can be a little bit wider if that's comfortable for you. We want the feet to stay relatively straight. Okay, we can open them up a tad bit here if we want, if that helps. Okay, but we don't want to do anything crazy, getting real wide like this. Okay, torso angle stays upright. We really want to focus on not hugging our knees. Okay, we go down controlled to parallel and back up. Okay, down, very good control, parallel, and up. Okay, you'll know you're doing something wrong is if as you go down, your chest comes towards those knees, or if in the process of going down, our knees cave in, or if as we're going out, our feet externally rotate. So one more time, shoulder width apart, feet pointed slightly outwards, chest up, head up, parallel, and up. Next exercise that we're going to work on is the lunge, the walking lunge, whatever. Very similar to the squat, we're going to have some cues that we want you to really focus on. As I'm taking that step, I want to stay in as straight of a line as possible. Okay, so you have to go straight out. That knee should stay inside of this front foot. So you know you're doing something wrong if this front knee passes out past your toes on that front foot. So we're lunging out. Chest is up. Knee does not normally touch the floor. Okay? Chest is up, shoulders are back, and then we're pushing hard off this front foot to get back to standing. Okay, so it's out, down, and push. Okay, we're looking for two 90-degree angles. We want a 90-degree angle on that front knee, and we want a 90-degree angle on that back knee. So what we're going to do is the lateral lunge. Okay, there's two different ways that you can do this. I'm going to show you the way that I prefer you do it. So we're going to have a set stance. So basically what that means is once we set up, our feet are not going to move. Okay, we're going to be nice and wide. So you almost want to think about 1.5 to 2 times your shoulder width. Okay, so if this is shoulder width, that's probably 1.5. That's probably about 2 times. Okay? Big things we're focusing on here. Same thing as the squat. We're keeping our chest upright. We're not hugging the knees. Okay, and we want to really get as deep as we can on that back hip. Okay, and you want to think of that back hip almost going towards the outside of your heel. Okay, plant leg stays straight. Okay, you'll know you're doing it wrong if it starts to look like this, or if it starts to look something like this. Okay, you should feel a good stretch, but at the same time you should feel your muscles really working. Hey guys, next one we're going to do is the calf raise. Okay, in order to do the calf raise successfully, you need to have some sort of lip, raised surface, whatever, so that we can get the full range of motion from the back half of the heel. So you can see right here, I got this nice little step up I'm using. Okay, you'll get both your feet situated. If you need to use a hand to stay stable, that's fine. Okay, just for the sake of this little room I have, I'm going to do that. We want the heel to come down as much as possible. And then we're really pushing hard on the balls of the foot to stand up like on our tippy toes. Okay, down nice and controlled. Up and really over-exaggerate that squeeze at the top. Okay, this is a pretty hard one to do wrong. Okay, the biggest thing that we're looking for is good tempo. So we don't want to start doing crazy stuff like this. Really good flexion at the top. And control on the way down. All right, guys, so the next one that we're going to do is step up. Okay, I'll show you 2 variations just in case you get tired of doing the traditional step up. You can also do the lateral step up. I'll show you the traditional step up first. So you're going to need to find a solid surface. Okay, if you're using a chair or maybe something a little less stable, you need to have someone actively holding it from the back so it doesn't flip up on you. We're going to step up onto the surface. Okay, you'll notice I'm going to use the same side movement. So if my left foot is going up on the raised surface, the right leg comes up, the right arm comes up. Okay, we're going to drive that knee up as hard as we can and back down. Okay, there's two ways you can do this. You can do all 10 in a row or 12 or whatever the set calls for on the same side. So you would keep your foot on that raised surface the whole time. Go up and back down. Or you can switch. So if in that case, I bring the right leg up, the left knee comes up, the left hand comes up. Boom. And here. Second one you can do is the lateral step up. Very similar. The only difference is now we're facing forward, right leg's on the raised surface, and I'm coming up left arm, left knee. Okay? If you do this one right, you should feel it more on the outside of the hip. If you do the forward step up right, you should feel it more on the front side and the back side. So the next one we're going to do is wall sit. Okay, wall sit is very similar to a squat. It's a very good training tool for the squat. Everybody should have a wall available in their house, whatever, apartment, condo. So we want our feet to be out, a comfortable distance. We don't want to be out super far like this so we can cheat to get down. We also don't want them to be super close to where we're getting our knees way out over our toes. Nice comfortable distance. Get set up. We're going to be right about 90 degrees. Okay, feet pointing forward, shoulders against the wall. You can even put your head against the wall if that feels more comfortable. Okay, good hold, squeeze, and relax. All right, guys, the next one we're going to do is the squat jump. Okay, very similar mechanics as the squat itself. Okay, so remember those cues you're going through. Feet pointing forward, shoulder width apart, chest up. The only difference is this is going to be a dynamic movement, so it's going to require some action, some movement. So we're going down. The biggest thing that you'll notice, the difference between this and the squat, is rather than my hands going out in front of me, my hands are going to cycle back. Okay, that's going to help that pulling through motion on the jump. So as I'm going down, arms cycle back, I get to parallel, boom, exploding up. Okay, our hands always want to be pointed up, straight up to the ceiling. Guys that have been with me before know that our hands and our posture always follow, so we're going straight up, okay? One more. Down here, explode up. All right, guys, next one I got for you is the lunge jump. Okay, the nice thing with the squat jump and the lunge jump is if you do the squat and the lunge well, they translate over very easily. Okay, same thing. I'm going to start a nice staggered stance. Okay, this back knee is always going to drop down to initiate the movement. Back knee drops down, and jump. Okay, as you get better at it, you can naturally land in a lower position. So I would call this a high position. You'll see right here. Boom, that's high. And then as you get more comfortable with it, boom. Okay, the second one allows you to transition from one to the next quicker. The first one helps you build up that feel, so you feel very comfortable doing the movement itself. All right, guys, the first low back ab exercise I'm going to show you is called the bird dog. Okay, some of you guys have done this before. Younger guys that are new to the program, maybe not have seen this before. So we're going to start on all fours. Okay, and the way we're going to initiate this movement is it's going to be opposite hand, opposite leg, reach and extend and hold. So I'll do my left side first. So we're going to go left arm out, right leg back, really reach, extend, eyes stay straight forward. Okay, you want to keep those hips closed, and then we'll pull back to the middle. Okay, do one on the right side. Right arm out, left leg back, eyes straight ahead. Nice hold, and back to the middle. Okay, some easy mistakes you can make on this. Open up this hip. Okay, reaching out open, in front, down. Okay, really want to stay focused straight out on the back, straight forward in the front. Good contraction, and relax. So the next one I'm going to do for you guys is the Superman. Okay, this is one of those exercises that when you're doing it, you think to yourself, I don't really see the point of doing this. It's super easy. I don't really feel a whole lot. When done the right way, this is a very effective exercise to strengthen your core and your lower back. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna lay down flat. Hands go out straight in front. Okay, we have a lot of problems with guys, especially the older guys, cheating, putting their hands out to the sides. Okay, hands go straight out in front, legs are straight out and back, and we're raising everything up off the ground, holding, and relaxing. Okay, everything comes up together, one piece, one more time, up, and hold. So the next one we're gonna do is the plank. Okay, there's a lot of variations in the plank. I'm just gonna show you kind of the standard way of doing it. But if you get really good at doing the plank, you can go online, you can go on YouTube. There's a ton of different variations that you can do that make it more challenging. Basically what we're looking for on the standard plank, we're on our forearms. Okay, we want our entire body to stay tight, stay rigid. Okay, so I'll start from the floor. My hips are gonna go up, my eyes are gonna look straight ahead. My shoulders are going to stay back, my chest is up, okay, and I'm going to hold. Okay, you can relax. The big thing that we're looking for to avoid on the plank is a big high butt, rounded back, something like this. Or where we're too flat, we're too low to the ground, and our hips are just barely off the floor. All right, guys, last one I have for you is called the hammer twist. Okay, the standard hammer twist, the heels come up off the floor. Okay, the core stays tight, and we're touching on each side, and the goal is to touch behind your hip. Okay, we'll get a lot of guys that touch out beside their hip, maybe outside past their knee. In order to get the obliques engaged and involved, we really need to rotate the hips. Okay? Show you one more time. Good rotation, reach behind the hip. Good rotation behind the hip. If you're a younger guy and you struggle with maintaining that position for the whole 30 seconds or minute or whatever's programmed for you, you can put the heels on the floor. Okay, a little bit more of a lean back, and then still doing the same motion. Okay, that's a great way to build up into the whole traditional hammer twist with our heels up off the floor.